Alex Revell, first of all, your reaction to the performance and result?
I think after the first half, we're probably disappointed with not going in at half time, having scored and up. But I think second half, I think that against the wind, it was tough. I think the players, probably ran out of steam a little bit towards the end of the game. This is always a tough place to come because of the size of the pitch and after the run of games that we're on. But I think that to come here and get a point in other circumstances would be good. Away from home, it's another point on the board. But I just think with our dominance in the first half, I felt like we should have taken more chances and created and taken those chances into goal, turned them into goals. So disappointed on that front, but again the players' energy and commitment and like I said, defensively, the togetherness that they showed right till the end was excellent. And like I said, it's another point.
Do you see it as a point gained rather than two dropped, even though we've gone up a place in the table?
It's hard, isn't it? I think that we know that we felt Saturday was definitely 2 points dropped because of how well we played and we did everything we could to win the game. I think today, probably although we had more shots, we didn't test the keeper enough. I think we were level on target. We got ourselves in some fantastic areas on the pitch to go and make something happen, and perhaps chose the wrong option. So I think overall, I would say as a point was a fair result in terms of the two teams. In terms of it was difficult conditions tonight. I think it was always going to be a game of two halves with the wind. But you just want those bits of quality to improve in the final third, because that's probably where we need to start doing better, really.
You could tell in the first half we had the more energy, we had the more chances, but the second half Port Vale grew into the game and were largely on top for the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, because they make your life really tough. They turn the ball, they put it in behind, they very direct and they want to get flick-ons, and there's a lot of energy spent just up and down the pitch trying to get on second balls, first contacts. It is tough work, especially when teams are direct. And I think we just lost a little bit of control in the game, and I think that was the first time. Every team's going to have a spell in the game. They always will have a spell, and it's how you come through it. It needs something to take charge or to win a free kick and settle everything down. We probably just didn't manage that well enough. It probably took to a loose ball from one of their players before we got a bit of control again, and then obviously we went back and put a cross in and no one there to put it in. And it's something we've got to improve on, because like I said, we have found ourselves in some really top positions. But like I said, the boys, it's never ever a legs or a desire that you look at and you think they're not trying. It's never, it hasn't been that this year. It's just we are on a relentless run of games, and at some point, it's tough. It was extremely tough game, like I said, conditions, and probably I would say that it's another point on the board.
Was it just a case of not getting that final pass, not getting that final shot away, not testing the goalkeeper enough, that was the difference in not getting the 3 points?
Yeah, especially first half. We controlled the game. We had a lot of shots from the edge of the box, and maybe could have slid someone in. A lot of shots blocked where on another day they go, and I think if you watch that first half, there's only one team in the game. But what you saw was obviously against the wind for Port Vale. You saw the same in the second half, that they grew into it, and although we had some little few opportunities to go and do something, we just didn't make the most of it because our final pass was lacking, or our cross, our movement in the box needs to be better. And listen, that might be through energy, that might be through mental, just wanting to do it, but at times that might be it, but ultimately what we've got to do is make sure that when we do get in those areas, because we are building excellently, that we take those opportunities. Because I've just said to the players that you can't go through a game and not take those chances, because a team will always have, it takes a mistake, it takes a slip, it takes whatever, a corner, and all of a sudden you've lost the game even though you've had control, and we can't allow that to happen. So we have to make the most of those opportunities, and it's something we've got to keep working on, because ultimately that's all you can do.
You made 4 changes to the starting lineup today. Is that just an energy thing, a legs thing, keep them fresh?
Yeah, I mean, listen, just like us, and the players have never experienced this run of games, trying to train, trying to keep them fit. trying to keep the players on the outside who haven't been playing as fit as they can be to make sure when they play, but training isn't the same as playing games. It's a really tough format at the minute that no one's ever experienced. So we're having to learn as we're doing it. Really, I think every manager is, even in the Premier League, you're seeing Liverpool players break down because it's just relentless. So the players that came out needed a little bit of a rest and needed just to recover, because we know that we've got another game and we're travelling again in 2 days, and we know we've got to recover for that game. It's going to be tough on a pitch that we know is a tough pitch to go and play on at the minute. And then we've got another 2 more weeks of Saturday, Tuesday, so it is relentless. But what you've also got to do is not just physically, it's mental. Like, the players are, they're training, they're preparing for games every 2 days, and it's they've got to recover as well. But we'll make sure over the next couple of days we recover. Energy, like I said, desire, commitment, it's never in question. We'll make sure that they're ready to go again on Saturday, and put in the amount of energy and hopefully get a result that puts this one to bed, and we can build again.
Next up, just a short trip to Wales.
Yeah, listen, we know it's always, we knew this week is probably the last real big week of travel. So we know that after this, we've got some home games and lesser trips. So we know that we can recover probably a little bit better. But they're long days when we come for these games, and we've got to make sure they are long days, and the players are ready for the game. The adrenaline, as soon as you get on the bus, you know that you're going to a game. So we've just got to prepare them right, and we'll do everything we can to make sure that the players are ready for Saturday.